The pizza diet, it's one of our favorite foods. Americans consume over 3 billion pies a year, but is there a way to do it without packing on the pounds? One chef says yes. He's like a brother to me. He's joining us in just a moment. But first, ABC's Gio Benitez has the story. He's like a brother to me.
Pasquale Cozzolino is a master in the kitchen, cooking exquisite meals. But for years after moving to America from Italy, his weight on a 6'6" frame ballooned to more than 370 pounds.
I discovered Oreo that I never ate in Italy.
The Oreo cookie gets you every time.
Like an addiction.
Oreos, soda, fried foods.
I didn't recognize me in the morning when I show myself in the mirror.
He was so heavy, he couldn't even play with his son at the park. With his doctor warning of a heart attack, he needed to act fast.
So that's the moment where you knew, oh my gosh, here I am, I have my son at home.
Exactly.
And I could have a heart attack. And that's when you said, I've got to change.
I gotta change my life.
So Pasquale turned to what he knew best, food from his motherland, a Mediterranean diet. And in Italy, pasta and pizza are a staple.
So I can build a diet that makes me happy, doesn't give me the opportunity to give up.
Every day for lunch, Pasquale eats a homemade pizza margherita.
It's not like the pizza you find on the street that's greasy and really heavy, right? This is a very different pizza.
That is good as well. But my pizza is something that comes from the Mediterranean diet.
With his size, Pasquale figured he could drop weight by cutting down to 2,700 calories a day. The pizza has less than 600 calories. That means he has about 2,100 calories left to enjoy. At night, he doesn't even touch carbs. The result, an incredible 7-month drop in weight of 101 pounds. The secret, he says, natural ingredients.
I can tell you something. When I go to the grocery store, I always read at the label. If it has more than 10 ingredients, I give up.
How simple are the ingredients? Well, he takes us into the kitchen to find out. It takes just minutes and just a few steps to make his now famous pizza.
I think I've got a new diet.
For Good Morning America, Gio Benitez, ABC News, New York.
A lot of buzz on this on Twitter. You know Dr. Jennifer Ashton wants to weigh in all this. And the chef himself, Pasquale, he looked like this before he lost the weight, and here he is now. Come on out. Look at you. Oh.
Va bene.
Yes.
Va bene.
You look wonderful. How are you?
Very good.
Oh.
Two. Oh, yeah, better yet.
Yes. You said your energy is better, everything's better.
Everything is better. My energy went, much more. The pain went away, and now I have energy to play with my son. And before it was very hard.
Yes, no pain in the knees or back or anything like that.
The back, everything, was a lot.
Yeah. So you said pizza. Here's the trick, but you said it's not just the pizza; it's the crust, and you make it yourself. Can you show us how?
Exactly. This is an old 300 years ago recipe. So it's a basic 4 ingredients: yeast, sea salt, water, and flour. We mix everything together, settle there for 36 hours, and then the gluten doesn't have any more the heaviness.
Right.
So it's processed and it's ready to be easy to digest.
So the water is the key there to make sure you have the right amount for
Exactly.
36 hours.
And then the balance, yes.
Okay, all right. It's about
This
the
is
crust.
my favorite pizza.
Margherita.
Margherita.
How many calories?
This is 570 calories.
And is this the
The
size
whole
you
pie.
ate?
Yeah, this size.
That's his lunch. That's
Yes.
your lunch. So what?
Absolutely.
Come on, Jen. What do you think about this?
So it's definitely possible, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's about portion control and calories, energy balance, okay? Now, I will tell you that most people will find it easier to lose weight quickly if they avoid the carbs like bread, rice, grains, cereal, pizza. But it is obviously definitely possible to lose weight, as you did, which is so important for your health, eating foods like
Because
this.
he's a big dude, so he consumes a lot of calories.
Exactly.
Exactly.
But it's not only pizza. You do a Mediterranean diet?
Exactly. It's not about just pizza.
Okay.
So my diet consists of my diet is big meal for lunch and breakfast. So
Okay.
my breakfast is a multigrain cereal, fruit, some orange juice, almond milk because I prefer with instead of cow, and a coffee because I'm Italian.
Of course.
And then if I'm hungry through the day, I have fruit and snacks. Of course, for lunch, my pizza.
Yeah. And then for dinner?
And then for dinner, a very small meal. Just salad, some protein. I prefer seafood. and then a nice glass of wine.
You're getting two
Sensible.
thumbs, two thumbs up here from Jen.
So we see a lot of color, not huge portions. You know, he's listening to his body. But I always say, Robin, for a diet to work in the long term, because that's the key, is keeping it off. And any diet can work in the short term. It needs 3 S's. It needs to be safe, it needs to be simple, and it needs to be sustainable. And so, and the other thing, and that Pasquale is a perfect example of this, especially with ethnic backgrounds. Food should be pleasure. This should be nutritious and delicious. It's a big part of the Italian culture, and that's why you've been successful.
And you're part Italian, too.
I'm half Italian, the good half. The good half.
Pasquale, thank you. I'm glad it's
thank you
working
so
for you.
much.
And it
Thank
really
you.
is very, very tasty.